He and Caitlin Clark don't hate each other. Like, I want everybody to understand that it's just a super competitive game. And, like, I would just wish people realize that. Like, once I get between those lines, it's no friends. I have plenty of friends on the court that I talk to outside of the game. But, like, when I get between those lines, like, we're not friends. We're not buddies. I'm going to talk trash to you. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get in your head the whole entire game. But after the game, we can kick it. Like, I don't think people really realize that. And that's fine. I'll take the villain role. I'll take the hit for it. But I know we're going women's basketball, and if this is the way we're gonna do it, then this is the way we're gonna do it. You like it or you don't. That's fine. I'll take the villain role. That's fine. I'll take the villain role.
What's up, YouTube? This Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, nonsense, foolishness, and carrying on has got to come to a stop. Because think about the only time we ever hear about this racial issues is when Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese get together. Okay? Keep that in mind now. All year, all games, throughout the league last year, the only time you heard about drama was when these two meet up. Now, Angel Reese is a different person when she's winning.
I'm too hood, I'm too ghetto. Y'all told me that all year. But when other people do it, y'all don't say nothing. So this was for the girls that look like me, that's going to speak up on what they believe in. It's unapologetically you. And that's what I did it for tonight. This was for it was bigger than me tonight. It was bigger than me. Twitter is going to go in a rage every time. And I mean, I'm happy. I feel like I've helped grow women's basketball this year. I'm super happy and excited. So I'm looking forward to it.
This is Angel Reese in the wake of a loss.
I don't really get to stand up for myself. I mean, I have great teammates. I have a great support system. I got my hometown. I got my family that stands up for me. I don't really get to speak out on things just because I just try to ignore, and I just try to stand strong. Like, I've been through so much. I've seen so much. I've been attacked so many times. Death threats, I've been sexualized, I've been threatened, I've been so many things, and I've stood strong every single time. And I just try to stand strong for my teammates because I don't want them to see me down and, like, not be there for them. So I just want to always just know, like, I'm still a human. Like, all this has happened since I won the national championship, and I said the other day I haven't had peace since then. And it sucks, but I still wouldn't change. I wouldn't change anything, and I would still sit here and say, like, I'm unapologetically me. I'm going to always leave that mark and be who I am and stand on that. And hopefully the little girls that look up to me, and hopefully I give them some type of inspiration that, no, hopefully it's not this hard and all the things that come at you, but keep being who you are. Keep waking up every day. Keep being motivated, staying who you are, staying 10 toes, don't back down. And just be confident.
Now, you've seen both sides of Angel Reese after a win and after a loss. I want you to notice the common denominator when there is always racial tension brought up in sports, especially women's basketball, professional basketball. The common denominator are these two. You don't see any other players, teams, when they get together, can spark this much controversy. Now, I don't know if this is about building up the brand of the WNBA, but one thing we do know for sure is when one of these individuals loses, they go into a completely different role. The other, win or loss, consummate professional, trying to always say the right things and genuinely trying to mean it. The other person, making it about themselves. Now they saying they're being attacked. Like that play. Are you saying that basketball play, that common foul, that flop, that was an attack on Angel Reese by Caitlin Clark? Are you serious? It was alleged during that scrum that they had during the game when Caitlin Clark appeared to have knocked Angel Reese out of bounds. They show it from different angles to try to give you, to make it seem like she really cleaned Angel Reese's clock. Are you serious? Is this what we doing? But then you look at other angles, it was not all of that. It was not all of that. And why the refs upgraded that to a flagrant one, only the Lord knows. Because anybody looking at that, it was a basketball play. She made contact on the ball as she made contact with Reese. But what they're not talking about is the push before that Caitlin, if you look at the replay, was pointing out to the ref. So she went at it. Look, I'm a referee. I see kids do this all the time. And then I was always admonished by a guy that's been in this profession, in this discipline for a while. Hey, you got to call fouls. You got to blow the whistle, especially in these girls' games. When they miss that first push, you open the door to the next play happening. Now, she didn't go at her like the media and like everybody in the stands are trying to make it. That was a common foul. Now, what was said after that during the scrum, they said that someone in the stands at this arena made a racial slur to Angel Reese during all of this drama. She's walking back and forth. Think about that now. You got a bench of Chicago Sky is predominantly Negro, colored, because we ain't black. I don't want to get into that right now. But predominantly Negro, colored, and nobody heard that. There would have been, all them players would have been in the post-game interviews, grabbing the mic, pointing out what they heard. Nobody heard this. Who heard this? The league already knows right now. And Kathy Englebert, if she doesn't come out in the next day or two, she needs to be fired. There is no story to this. There is no story. They're making it up. The story was made up, and made up by who? Guess who? And you're going to take this lady's word at face value, knowing how she gets, and when she's, especially when she's losing, you know how she gets. This is a common pattern. And it's always has something to do with race. And of course, you know our people. We lose our collective minds when race is brought up in this equation. Our collective minds. We lack the capacity to think clearly when race is brought into the equation. Everyone immediately jumped to her side, whether the story was true or not. Look at all of the people that came to her defense. Look at all of the players, even players on Indiana Fever's roster came in and said, oh, we can't allow this. They don't even know if the story was true, and yet they're weighing in on it as if it were. The story was made up. And Commissioner Englebert, if you don't get in front of a mic and say that they don't want to put your girl, Angel Reese, on blast, they're trying to figure out a way to put her on blast without humiliating her. You think she's going to come forward and say, I made it up? I was mad. We were getting beat like a drum, and I made it up. Ain't nobody said nothing to me like that. Who else heard it? No one else. Who can corroborate this